Heck no. Heck no. If the 76ers trade Ben Simmons for Kyrie Irving, this will be the biggest mistake in franchise history. Now look, Ben Simmons, all season long, he's not playing. He's gonna get traded. He's not gonna play a game for the Sixers this season. And I've had the thinking of, you know what? At first, let's wait and not give Ben Simmons what he wants. If he wants to get traded, we'll wait until we have the best package available, and then we'll trade him. Well, it kind of backfired on us because, you know what? He has stopped playing. He's been acting out, and his trade value has declined since that postseason run last spring when he flamed out against the Hawks. Could not even make a free throw. But now it's like, you know what, Ben Simmons, I'll trade you for anything right now. But Kyrie Irving, that's a no-go. Well, I'll tell y'all, look, if the Sixers trade Ben Simmons for Kyrie, it's like not only are you giving up Ben Simmons, who y'all signed to a 5-year deal, 2 years ago? Not only doing that, but you're also, giving him to one of your biggest rivals, right? I believe the Nets are in the Sixers division, if I'm not mistaken. Now, in return, they'd be getting Kyrie Irving, but who knows what he's thinking? He could end up retiring. He could end up playing a couple games and being like, you know what? This basketball thing is not for me. He could end up saying that. I mean, look, if he ain't trying to play with Kevin Durant and James Harden, Kevin Durant his best friend, what makes you think he wants to play with Joel Embiid and Tobias Harris? I don't see that. I don't see how he could end up staying in Philly and really being, a point guard for the future, because I can't trust him. I can't depend on Kyrie Irving to play every single night. I can't depend on that. The Nets would be so nice. It would literally be unfair. If you have James Harden, Kevin Durant, and Ben Simmons, they're literally winning the chip. So why would you trade Ben Simmons to somebody in the Eastern Conference, and you know that they're going to be better than they are now? If the Nets are the number 1 seed without Kyrie, without Ben Simmons, imagine what's going to happen if they add Ben Simmons. What's going to happen is Ben Simmons is going to be the point guard, the defensive ace. And then guess what? James Harden can play off the ball. KD can play off the ball. And now it's good money now. I don't see any team beating them if they get Ben Simmons, because the Nets' problem in the future or in the past has been defense. Now you got a guy that arguably should have been Defensive Player of the Year last year on your team. So their defense is going to get better. Then they have a true point guard. Now, obviously, Harden is a true point guard, but now he can step into his normal role as a shooting guard instead of, being, a point guard, right? Because I think Harden's problem is that he struggles to, know when he should pass, when he should facilitate, and when he should be a scorer like he was in Houston. And we're seeing that, he's still struggling to find that out. Well, if they have Ben Simmons, he knows I can be a scorer. I ain't got to facilitate all the time right now. And that just makes him unbeatable. So if you're Daryl Morey, if you're Ellen Brand, if you're the Sixers organization, why would you want to make the Nets better? I would rather trade for CJ McCollum than trade Ben Simmons to the Nets. And I love Kyrie. I wouldn't say I love him. I like Kyrie. I like his game. I love his game. I like Kyrie. I love his game. But even if he's all in, we all know that, you know what? The Sixers not winning the chip. Like, it's not guaranteed that they win the chip. So it's like, not only would you be helping out the Nets, it's not like you would be a clear-cut favorite to win the championship. So why would you even make that move? It makes no sense. Like, if you're trading for a guy like Dame, trading for a guy like Steph, whatever, obviously that'll never happen. But if you're trading for like a big time guy in exchange for Ben Simmons, You would want to be in the championship, like you would want to be a contender, like a serious contender. I think that if the Sixers get Kyrie, that they'll be a contender, but not a serious enough contender to where it's like, yo, they that team. They that like, yo, watch out for them. I don't really see that with Kyrie. Kyrie's teams, when he hasn't been with Bron, have underachieved. And I personally just don't think that the Sixers have a leader on their team. They ain't got a leader. So it's like bringing Kyrie into that dysfunctional mess with Embiid that isn't the best leader in the world. He's improving, but he isn't the best leader in the world. It's like, I don't think that they'll really, win the chip. So I think the best scenario for them would be that they can make the Eastern Conference Finals and lose to the Nets. But again, Ben Simmons going to the Nets would make it unfair. And if I'm the Sixers, it's no way that I'm going to trade Ben Simmons in my own conference to the Nets that are very well in our division for Kyrie, and it's not even set in stone that we could actually make it to the finals. Never mind win the championship if you got Kyrie and Embiid and all that. They'll be a good team. They'll be a contender, but championship, I don't see that. I don't see that. They're better off trading for Malcolm Brogdon, De'Aaron Fox, Tyrese Halliburton, or whatever. But for Kyrie, no bueno. But let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think that the Sixers should trade for Kyrie? Do you think that this is smart for the Nets to get Ben Simmons? I think, again, it would make them unbeatable. And if I'm the Sixers and Daryl Morey, I ain't trying to make one of my rivals unbeatable. I mean, that's just common sense right there. I mean, but let me know what y'all think. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, do all that jazz, and link in the description below to all my social media channels. And with that being said, y'all, I'm out.